I just killed my mother. It wasn't me who it wasn't me who killed her. It was Jeff.
Oh God, no. This ain't happening.
He killed her. He snapped.
Shane?
No.
On Thursday, April 6, 2017, Shane Nicholas races toward home after getting word from a family member that there was a growing police presence at his house. He knows very little about the situation as he answers the distressing phone call that will change his life forever. The following report is based on police records, and most of the audio has never been heard before until now.
Hello, Mr. Nicholas?
Yeah.
Hey, this is Captain Loney with the Champaign County Sheriff's Office.
Come on, man. Everything's cool, right? Everything's okay. Please tell me everything's okay.
Let me ask you something. Where are you now?
Where are we at, man? Do you know? Melville, Indiana.
Are you driving right now?
No, I'm not.
Who's driving?
Adam?
Will you assure me that Adam will remain the driver?
Yeah, I can't drive right now. I gotta know what's going on.
All right, I'm going to tell you.
Sir. I'm so scared.
Okay, sir. About 6 p.m. or so, maybe a little earlier, we responded to your house after receiving a call from a family member. There was some type of disturbance, and your wife has fallen victim as a result of that incident, and she's deceased.
Oh, God. I'm not processing what you're telling me here.
I understand. Take your time.
Oh, no. That's not what happened. It can't happen that way. It can't happen that way.
Hours ago, at approximately 6 p.m., Champaign County dispatchers received the 911 call from Shane's 14-year-old son, though his haunting confession was the last thing anyone expected.
911, where's your emergency?
I just killed my mother. And
What happened, sir?
I just killed my mother, and I need to go to the hospital.
Captain Loney assures Shane that his son is safe and in police custody, withholding the chilling reality of the situation. As Shane's panic rises, Loney begins to probe him for answers in an effort to shed light on the unfolding nightmare.
Give me a little history on your son. And is his name, am I correct, is his name Donovan?
Oh, God, yes, Donovan Asher Nicholas.
What's his date of birth?
Oh, God, I can't think he's 14 years old.
Okay.
But I don't know.
Okay. Has he been any behavior problem or anything to you?
Never. The boy is soft-spoken. He's a genius. He's very, very smart. He's non-confrontational.
Okay.
He's never done anything.
I didn't want to kill her.
No, this is not happening.
Has he ever inflicted harm to any family member or anything like that?
Never.
No harm to anyone?
Never. None.
Does he have friends
None.
and things of that nature?
No, he does not.
Okay, let me ask you something. Have you ever heard of someone by the name of Jeff?
Jeff?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, no Jeff. Anybody like Jeff? Anybody that sounds like Jeff? Somebody that he talks about, maybe idolizes, whatever, who knows, you know?
No.
Okay. So
Not at all. Why?
The confusing question stems from Donovan's earlier admission to the 911 dispatcher, as his confession takes a dark and twisted turn.
It wasn't me who killed her. It was Jeff.
What happened? Who did it?
Jeff. Yeah. I'm sorry, this is going to be really hard to explain, but I kind of have another person inside me. Like,
What happened to your mom?
He killed her. He snapped.
All right, are you able to say who's with you?
I am by myself, me and Jeff. But I swear it wasn't me. was Jeff. Jeff is inside me.
Jess is inside you?
Yes.
Okay.
He sometimes takes control, and I have no control over him. I hate Jeff so much. He's gonna make me die in prison.
Investigators face the baffling mystery of why a child, whose father describes him as soft-spoken and harmless, would suddenly turn on his own mother. Could Jeff be real, or is he simply a carefully crafted excuse? With many questions lingering, officers arrive at a scene straight from a nightmare. Donovan sits leaning against a wall in the kitchen, his white shirt drenched in blood. There are clear signs of a struggle, with large amounts of blood spattered across the walls, floors, and appliances. When asked if anyone else is inside the home, Donovan chillingly replies, "Nobody that's alive." While some officers speak with Donovan, others begin their search for the victim, unaware of the horror that awaits them upstairs.
Why did Jeff want to kill your mom?
It's just the way he is.
Has Jeff ever hurt anybody before?
No, this is the first time.
According to our analysis team at EWU, while investigators don't need parental consent to question a minor in Ohio, a Miranda waiver must be obtained if a minor is a suspect in a crime. If the Miranda waiver is not voluntary in any given case, anything learned in the interrogation cannot be used in criminal prosecution.
How long has Jeff been in your head?
That's about like 3 months.
Upstairs, officers confront a horrifying scene. 40-year-old Heidi Faye Taylor is found lying in her bed, deceased. The brutal nature of her wounds points to a vicious attack, raising daunting questions about exactly what transpired between Heidi and Donovan. Back in the kitchen, officers notice an unsettling injury to Donovan's face. Though they ask him about it, he gives no clear explanation for how it happened. They let it go for now, but the strangely haunting wound on his face and its grim origin will soon demand answers.
That's the only injury you got is on your leg, though, and the scratch right there, right?
There's like,
Huh?
there's something on my,
Your stomach okay?
no, my,
Huh? Go ahead.
I can't talk right
Okay.
now. There's something on my lip.
On your lip?
Yeah, so,
Okay.
Is it?
but that's about it.
Other than that, that's it? Other than that, that's the only injuries? Okay. We're gonna lift you up and take you out to the squad, okay?
Okay.
Can you worry it?
No.
Okay. Tell you what, let's just put, you wanna lift him up or you wanna throw him on this chair and put him out there?
Don't matter to me.
Donovan is carried outside in handcuffs to the waiting paramedics, who strap him to a gurney and provide first aid to his injured leg. The medical team noted that Donovan continued to blame the attack on his alternate personality, Jeff, adding that he doesn't know why Jeff did this, and more chillingly, he doesn't know why Heidi didn't stay down. Investigators will soon interrogate Donovan at the hospital, but first, a nurse has questions of her own.
Am I going to be safe in here in the room with you if I by myself? You're going to hurt yourself? Can you tell me what happened? You want to wait till we're done?
I have never been died. I've never been diagnosed. Basically, the easiest way I can say it is multiple personality, but I really can't explain it. Because, like, multiple personality, like,
I'm usually not aware.
they just talk to you. But I don't know what it's called when they take control of you. I have always believed there's a good side in a person and a bad side in a person.
So what did your bad side tell you today?
Said he was gonna kill her.
Her next question is followed by a startling revelation from Donovan, who clarifies that the victim is his stepmother.
The other person that you heard, was it a family member or who was it?
It was my mother.
Your mother, okay.
Well, my stepmother.
Stepmother, okay.
I don't know where my actual mom is.
Okay. Did she go to a different hospital then, or?
No, she's no longer there.
Officers photographed Donovan's wounds and blood-stained clothing before reading his Miranda rights. Afterward, they begin diving into the harrowing mystery of the day's events and what may have triggered his sudden, violent outburst.
Anything happened today at school? No. Did you have a bad day today or anything, or how was school?
School was totally fine.
Investigators would later ask a similar question to his classmate and best friend Tatum, seemingly in an attempt to uncover any clues or warning signs that may have hinted at what was to come.
Have you noticed any changes in Donovan's behavior recently?
No, actually, if anything, he seemed a little bit happier, like at school.
However, while Donovan was in the library the morning of the killing, another student named Jake approached his table after being aggravated by a fellow classmate. In his anger, he asked Donovan if he'd ever been so mad at someone he wanted to beat them up. Donovan eerily replied, "No, but I would stab someone." The student shrugged it off as a joke, unaware of the brutal acts that would take place later that evening.
So, other than what you told me about him so far, were there any other emotional problems that you saw or anything else going on that we need to know about?
Not that I know of.
Okay.
However, a chilling journal entry begins to hint at a darkness growing within Donovan. In it, he describes his dream utopia in which all emotions are eradicated. He makes an exception for love, cryptically stating some people kill for love. But what did Donovan kill for? Shockingly, the journal isn't the only clue that something sinister was brewing. His English teacher would later discover a letter he wrote to him just before leaving school the day of Heidi's killing. However, its discovery would come far too late. For now, investigators focus on what happened when Donovan returned home.
All right. So, tell me about coming home from school. What did you do after you came home from school?
I took a nap. I took a nap.
You took a nap. So you got home at 3, you took a nap. How long did you sleep?
I'm gonna say about like an hour. It was supposed to be for a half hour. But
okay. So you took a nap. Why do you say it was supposed to be for a half hour? Who told you it was supposed to be a half hour?
My stepmom.
Okay.
First, I asked if it could be a half hour. She said yeah. So I kind of oversaid it.
Then what happened?
After I woke up, I started cleaning my room. Then I kind of think Jeff wanted to come up.
And then who?
Jeff wanted to,
Did you ever tell Dad or stepmom about Jeff? Why not?
Because I was afraid they wouldn't believe me.
Okay.
And think I would just be doing it for attention or something.
Did you tell anybody else about Jeff?
I told the press. I told Jeff.
Who's the two people?
After reassurance from the officer that he just wants to ask them questions, he reluctantly gives him 2 names.
Her name's Tatum. And my really close person, friend, I guess, my girlfriend.
Who's that?
Madison.
Madison?
The thing is, she's an addicted.
She's what?
She's in a different school.
Okay. She didn't go to school out there? Where does she live?
Wisconsin.
So how did you tell her?
On my
phone?
Yeah. I have no idea.
How do you know her?
Well, kind of embarrassing. But like,
Either via Facebook or
online.
Oh, okay.
Tatum would later share with officers her personal thoughts about the mysterious Jeff. When she's asked what Donovan's behavior is like when the alternate personality takes over, her reply raises more questions than answers.
I don't know what he does when it happens. I've never been there when it has. I've only known him as Donovan.
Do you believe he had a split personality, or you think this was just a fantasy thing for him to get attention? Something like that?
I don't think it was for attention. I believe that it probably could have happened.
Though she claims to have never witnessed this alternate persona for herself, bone-chilling evidence would contradict these claims. In a text exchange later uncovered between Tatum and Donovan, he acts as Jeff, calling himself the devil's child and anything but holy. He also makes disturbing requests for the courage to stab someone 67 times and tells Tatum he's a lot different than Donovan, who would never kill anyone. For now, Jeff remains an enigma, with investigators unaware of how deeply disturbing the truth of his identity will reveal itself to be. Meanwhile, Donovan continues to elaborate on what happened next.
So, you're cleaning your room and you say Jeff wants to come out.
Mm-hmm.
Can you describe Jeff to me? How does Jeff act?
He's homicidal. Well, yeah, obviously. But like, he laughs about things that he did today. And he's super fidgety. He always clicks pens or twirls a pencil or something.
So can you tell me about what happened at home after you cleaned your room? What did you do then?
He came out. He was tired of being in me and he said, I'm gonna come out. And usually I don't let him and I try to not and I try to stop him. But I was like, you know, no harm's gonna do me. And I was wrong.
Donovan then explains that once Jeff emerged, he changed clothes, dressed in a plain white t-shirt and black jeans.
Why those clothes?
Because it's his favorite outfit.
It's a what?
Because it's his favorite outfit.
You talking about your favorite outfit?
His.
His, you mean Jeff?
Mm-hmm. Mine, I never wear white. White gets dirty.
So, change clothes, and then what happened?
He grabbed a knife and he carved a stupid smile on my face. Pushing the white off. It was so stupid.
Donovan indicates that he intentionally grabbed a knife and then grabbed the lancet to complete the cuts on his mouth. Both acts demonstrate a level of preparation and forethought. Donovan's cuts, extending from each side of his mouth toward his ears, created what officers grimly described as an exaggerated smile. His chilling explanation for doing this to himself would later leave investigators stunned.
So, you got the knife, and you're in the kitchen, and cut your face. Did you do that in the kitchen?
I did that in the bathroom so I could see. So he could see.
So in the mirror?
I used a knife and a lancet. Not because the knife was too bald to cut anything.
Disturbingly, Tatum suggests that Donovan may have been sharing these frightening ideas with someone else.
I really don't know of any problems, like, for him at home, like, but he didn't have anyone else, like, really to talk to. There was this girl. All I know is that her first name was Madison, and that they used to talk, and they met over, like, the internet, like, an app. Like, they had never met each other in person. And he used to talk to her. I feel like they maybe just, like, fed off each other.
Investigators begin attempting to search for Madison and quickly locate her Facebook account online. Though her profile is private, they're able to view photographs attached to the account. What they see as they navigate her gallery is nothing short of a nightmare, the disturbing images leaving them questioning the true horrific nature of Jeff.
So, you have the injury to your face that you used the knife and the lancet for. Then what did you do?
I was waiting for Mom to come downstairs.
Now, when we're talking about Mom, you keep referring to Mom. We're talking about Heidi.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So it's very confusing because like when I say me, I could either mean me or Jeff, but like at this time period, I mean Jeff, but I say me because it's my physical being.
Okay.
But it was he who acted. It was he who controlled.
With that settled, Donovan continues to detail the harrowing account and the shocking moments that led to the brutal attack.
You're downstairs.
Yeah.
You waited for her to come downstairs. So she's upstairs?
Mm-hmm. She was upstairs, but she was taking too long, so I called her downstairs.
What did you say to call her down?
I said, Mom, can you come down here for a second? I'm gonna have my horse about this so it's not enough.
So she came downstairs?
Mm-hmm.
What happened then?
Do I have to explain how it all happened?
Well, it would be helpful. That way we know what happened to her. I think you kind of owe your stepmom, a little bit of telling what happened. I mean, otherwise nobody's going to know what happened to her. You know what I mean? I think you personally care about your stepmom. Maybe Jeff doesn't care about your stepmom, but I think you do.
Jeff doesn't. Me, I haven't really liked her. Like, no, but yeah, I wouldn't hurt her at all.
So,
Yeah,
what happened when she came downstairs?
I hid behind the store. So when she would walk by, I could just easily,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Where was the door?
The door was in the living room. It's the right side door that has the glass. Anyways, when she came by, I kind of had like a panic attack because I can't believe Jeff was making me do that.
So what happened after that? You said she came by. What happened after
Came
she
by,
came by?
and I'm glad that he did this, but he hugged her. He did. And then after he hugged her, Mom was like, "Why'd you touch your face?"
So what happened then?
He began. Stop.
In later interviews, Heidi's closest friend Angie and her daughter Ashley open up about Donovan, who they've known since he was just 2 years old.
He's always been different, never really, I wouldn't categorize him as shy, but he didn't like people with very few friends. He had friends. And it's not that he didn't socialize. He was an introvert.
He's very quiet. Yeah, he's very introverted.
What was Donovan's relationship like with Heidi?
Very tense.
Very tense. Why do you say very tense?
Donovan has always been an issue for Shane and Heidi. And when I mean issue, I mean he's been, it's what they argue about. They always argue about Donovan.
Donovan is their main reason why they fight?
Yeah.
They'll soon share more eye-opening details, explaining what they believe to be the source of the ongoing tension between Donovan and Heidi. Meanwhile, Donovan continues to share the horrific details of what happened next as he began the savage assault.
She said, "No, stop, just call 911." I was like, "No."
How many times was she stabbed?
I don't know. I tried to push the glass, but I can't see it. I don't even have one. Then we went upstairs because she was trying to get her phone, so she could call 911. I went upstairs. Then I remembered that the gun was upstairs.
So she ran?
She walked upstairs. I was very exhausted. She fought back.
Where was she stabbed? In the front of her, the back of her, or something else?
Everywhere. And wherever the knife could penetrate. Then when I went upstairs, I took both of the phones because she had mine.
So she went upstairs? You followed her?
Well, actually, I ran ahead of her so she couldn't call anybody before I got there.
According to Donovan, when Heidi finally made it upstairs to the master bedroom, she laid down on her bed. What he did next would add a chilling new layer of brutality to the violent altercation.
She was lying. She was lying on the bed. I couldn't see her separate.
What did you do then?
Me and Jeff couldn't see her separate. I thought it was done upstairs. I was like, this is the quickest way she will.
So she laying on the bed. Did she say anything else to you?
Just call 911. And then after I said no again, I shot her and hit him.
It had to be an accident. He would not. I know they argued a lot. She was very frustrated.
And you said it had to be an accident?
That's what I believe, yes. I don't think that either one of them know they get mad at each other. I don't think that they would ever hurt each other. Not intentionally. Kids and parents, they argue. They fight.
Did the bullet strike her? How far away from her head were you?
But we both wanted her to stop suffering. Jeff likes to do this, but he doesn't like it. But he doesn't like it when people suffer.
And which hand did you hold the gun in?
Well, Both, but I used to rate to pull the trigger. I used both so I could aim and also didn't have to shoot twice.
A coroner's report would confirm the cause of death as a gunshot wound to the head, with more than 60 multiple sharp force injuries to her body. A tip of the knife blade was also extracted from her skull, while the firearm was located on the bed, lying next to her body.
Did you know any history of any anger issues, any mental illness, any, depression, anxiety?
She wanted to take him to a doctor.
Heidi wanted to take him to a doctor?
And her and Shane had talked about it.
Why did she say that she wanted to? Was she saying things?
Because maybe he was going through a depression. The fact that he was withdrawing, it was like 3.5 years ago. He started to withdraw from them.
Back at the hospital, the investigator urges Donovan to continue, and he soon explains the horrifying cause of the self-inflicted wound to his leg.
So you threw the gun down on the bed beside her, and then you went back downstairs?
Yes, I did.
What did you do downstairs?
I was gonna leave. Jeff was still taking control.
Mm-hmm.
I noticed my legs are hurting real bad. It was all wet and slimy. I pulled up and there was a deep gash in my leg. I freaked out.
How did you get the gash in your leg?
While I was trying to hurt her, she fought back, and her legs were tangled and.
Her what?
Our.
Oh, legs.
Yeah.
So you were wrestling with her?
Yeah.
Did you end up on the ground?
Yeah, we both did. We wrestled a lot, and then I saw her body. I didn't care where my legs were. I don't know what to say.
Take a breath. It's okay. Take a deep breath.
When I tried to hurt her, I hit my leg, but I didn't really feel anything because he was in a moment.
So you stabbed yourself in the leg accidentally?
As Angie and Ashley continue to elaborate on Heidi and Donovan's tense relationship, they delve deeper into what they believe may have been the root cause of their conflict.
Everybody knows that there has been tension between them.
And just by tension, like you said earlier, you just mean them not necessarily getting along because she wanted to discipline.
Yes.
And like any 14-year-old, you don't want to be disciplined.
No. She would take the phone, his dad would give it back to him.
Yeah.
She would take the game system. 2 days later, his dad would give it back to him.
Yeah.
Or, he would be grounded, but his dad would go take him shopping and spend like $400 on him. It was an issue.
He can be very manipulative. He tries to get his way by getting up underneath your skin and kind of forcing you to do what he wants. And a lot of times he would try to do that by using his dad.
He would never get punished for anything.
So he
never knew a consequence.
She was more the punishing role.
Yes, she was.
Now, when you say punish, what type of punishment do you...
taking the game system away, or taking his phone away, or making him do a chore. She never touched him, or physically. She wouldn't even spank her children, if that's what you mean.
In an earlier conversation with the hospital nurse, Donovan explained what led to his next decision to contact the police and confess to the harrowing crime.
After he did it, he noticed the cut. He's scared. He's mad at me because I called the police.
Okay.
And I was scared. I was like, I just did a really bad thing. And I was huge gash in my leg that I had no way of getting myself stitches. I was like, I need to go to the hospital if I know I'm gonna get infected, bleed out, or something. So he's mad at me for coming here because he thought just do it and run. Now I also can't run, so was smart enough to make plan B. So he just. Just if you would be here with it, I want to go back inside my head now.
So he's gonna cause all the trouble, leave you hanging?
Yeah, that's not fair. I would never want to hurt anybody, to be honest with you. the only reason why he called 911 was to fix the leg. Because it's fine. I wouldn't be here, and he would still take over me, and he wouldn't let me come out.
While investigators have now learned the devastating details of what happened to Heidi, they still have little to go on when it comes to establishing a motive. Angie and Ashley's accounts of their strained relationship don't explain what could have caused Donovan to violently snap. According to our analysis team member at EWU, while a host personality can be aware of alternate personalities, it's very unlikely for the host personality to be aware of specific details that occur when an alternate is taking the lead. If truly an alternate personality existed, Donovan would not know the details and thought process of each step of the crime.
So cut to your face, what's the significance of that?
It was his smile.
It's what?
It was his smile.
Do you watch a lot of movies? What other character has a smile like that?
Jeff the Killer. That's where Jeff kind of came from. But that's just a story. It wasn't a movie.
What's that story? I'm not familiar with it.
It's called Jeff the Killer.
What's it about?
It's about this kid. His name is Jeff. And he moved into a new house. Anyways, long story short, Coke Pigs bullied him and beat him. So the first time he stabbed one, just to get away. Second time, he was also defending himself because they came back again and they were trying to kill him. Then, he killed the leader, and then the second leader, the second person I threw, the second person named Keith, he set him on fire. That's why his skin's all white and his hair's black. And then after he killed Randy, he snapped, and when he came back from the hospital, he was pure white. He had a white shirt, a white hoodie, black pants. When he came home, he put a smile on his face.
Creepypasta is both a website and a term for horror-related stories and images that are shared online. Donovan earlier explained his fascination with the website to the nurse, mentioning names that may be hauntingly familiar.
Creepypasta, right?
Yeah.
What kind of, besides this Jeff on there, what else is on there?
Jenna from Slenderman and
Slenderman?
Smile Dog, Iris Jack, Ben Drowned, The Rake. There's a lot. It's really good. It's really cool.
Jeff the Killer, one infamous character, first began circulating as an image in 2008, its disturbing origins widely disputed in online forums. The image has inspired many artists and even fan films. Another friend of Donovan's named Skylar sheds more light on Donovan's chilling fascination.
He was kind of one of those people who, obsessed with scary stories. At least that's how I saw it. He had a picture on his phone that was Jeff the Killer, which is what he mentioned. So that kind of, I never heard about it until I met him. And I was like, that's a pretty weird story.
Though depictions of Jeff the Killer vary, several haunting details remain eerily consistent. He's always seen depicted with a wide, sinister grin, wearing a white t-shirt or hoodie and black jeans, the same clothing Donovan put on as he claims Jeff took over.
When's the first time he ever brought up this Jeff the Killer?
He actually never brought it up to me. I saw it on his phone.
Oh, you saw it on his phone. Did you ask him, hey, man, what is that?
Yeah, and then he told me that it was a creepypasta story called Jeff the Killer. So I looked it up, and I thought it was one of the creepiest stories ever.
However, it was Madison's Facebook page that truly left investigators stunned, as multiple drawings of Jeff the Killer filled the photo gallery. Determined to uncover the truth, investigators continue speaking with Angie, who claims she left the house just before the brutal attack.
He was taking laundry down, and then he was standing in his room, as she's telling me how she caught him. Because when I came upstairs, she said, "Don't even ask me for your damn phone because you're not getting it."
So he was standing in the room and she said, don't even ask me for your damn phone because you're not getting it?
Yeah, something like that. And then she turns to me and she says, I caught him sexting today. And I said, what? I said, Donovan. And she said, I'm tired of this.
Heidi confiscating his phone, preventing him from contacting his girlfriend Madison, may have been the final act that pushed Donovan over the edge. However, his earlier confession to the hospital nurse suggests it wasn't one specific action that set him off, but a combination of factors.
Was there something that set Jeff off today?
No, it wasn't really today.
I mean, what seemed to bring on the attack?
She always yelled at me. Stupid stuff, like, I don't know, like, not, like, doing this is wrong, or like, not sweeping the right spot, like, normal parents yell, but, you know, at the absolute top of their lungs for not doing this right. And once I sat down on my knees, because she was crying, and wouldn't stop, so I set it down, my mom hit me.
Sometimes she would be mean with the things that she said. And as a mother, I've done the same thing. I'm not perfect. But I know, you know, she would say, and that's the only thing that I can think of, that as a kid, you know, you don't want to hear your parents say crappy things.
What all would,
but
I mean,
all
what
she
would
say was like, you know, I can't wait till he's 18. And
But I mean, she'd never, I mean, would she, you know, look at him and, you know, dumbass or stupid or, you know, nothing like that?
No, I mean, she would say pain in my ass.
Yeah, well, I can't tell you how many times
You're
I've
a
been...
pain in my ass.
I can't tell you how many times I've been called that.
And he would just sit there, you know, if other people are around.
However, as Angie left the home, Heidi and Donovan were alone when Donovan viciously ended her life. Later, Donovan's teacher contacted detectives about a letter Donovan left for him before leaving school the day of the killing. In the letter, he describes reading a book about a serial killer, his haunting words leaving sinister clues about his intentions. He claims killings are a part of human nature and can't be stopped. The letter and the glaring warning signs would be discovered far too late. Following his treatment at the hospital, 14-year-old Donovan Asher Nicholas was arrested and charged with both murder and aggravated murder, with mandatory prison time for a year each for having a firearm under his control while committing the crime and for using the firearm during the crime. He was transported to the Central Ohio Youth Center. On July 2018, Donovan was found guilty of all charges and sentenced to life in prison with the possibility of parole after 25 years. However, 5 years later, on June 15, 2023, the Ohio Supreme Court overturned the sentencing, stating that Donovan, a juvenile at the time of the crime, had his due process rights violated when the court used its discretion to certify him as an adult. These records are confidential. While we haven't been able to verify these details, according to news reports, Donovan has been released from jail. Iwu reached out to Donovan's family to determine his whereabouts and didn't get any response.